A man who can take nothing and turn it into everything, that man right there, he's gonna live the best life possible. A man who can look at his life and say, yeah, I may not have that much. Yeah, people may tell me that I have nothing and that I don't have anything. But I don't care, because I'm still going to make the most of this life. And I'm still going to make the most of what I do have, and I'm still going to find a way to enjoy what I do have. That man right there, that's the kind of man that can never be brought down in this life. And that's the kind of men that us men ought to be, because you know what? I used to live the way of life where if I didn't get what I wanted, or I would just complain or whine. And I'm not talking about as a little kid. I'm talking about, as a high schooler, even a little bit throughout college too, but a lot throughout high school. And I mean, at that point, I was practically turning into a man, at that point. And yet I would still complain when I didn't have what I wanted. And I would still look at all the stuff I didn't have in my life and just complain and whine. I just sit there and complain. This person has this. These people have all this. What do I have? When in reality, God blessed me with a lot more than I needed and a lot more than I deserved. Yet, I still sat there and just looked at everything that I didn't have, instead of actually looking at what I did have, and by no means am I living some luxurious life. But, a lot of us, and I bet you too, I bet that we have the life that so many people around the world wish they could have. If you're able to even watch this because you're on some kind of electronic device, I guarantee that you have what a lot of other people wish they had. And that you have the life that a lot of other people are praying to God that they can have. Right? And by no means was my life perfect growing up. And by no means is my life perfect now and will it ever be. But I will tell you this, man, is that, yeah, I don't have all that much, man. I don't have some nice fancy house and a super luxurious car. Man, I'm in a Ford Escape 2016. I still love this baby though, and I'm gonna drive her until until she can't drive no more, or at least very close to that. I mean, obviously I gotta play it smart too, and not wait for the car to blow up to I still want to trade it in for value. I gotta play it smart. But bottom line, is that I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, wow, God, really? That person has a 2020 car, that person's got a 2025, and I just got this 2016, really? I'm not just gonna sit here and complain, because you know what? A lot of people don't even have a car. Or a lot of people do have cars that barely even drive, bro. I don't have some luxurious house. I still, I'm still living with my family while I'm trying to figure out my life. And go after what I need to go after. But you know what? There's a lot of people who don't even have a home. There's a lot of people that fear if they're even going to survive the nights. And man, do I pray for those people, man. I hope nothing but future success and love for those people. But you know what, man? I feel like a lot of people, man. I feel like a lot of people just complain and whine about what they don't have, and complain, and everyone's always trying to show off. Oh, look at my nice house and my nice car. It's like, respectfully, dude, I don't care what kind of house or car or how much money you have. I care, are you a good person, man? Are you a good person? Are you good to be around? Are you showing people a good time? And also, doing the right thing, right? Doing the right thing. Hey, are you following the path God has for you? Because you know what? If someone came up to me, if two people came up to me, and person A said, yeah, I took on this job, and I moved here, and I bought this house, and yeah, sure, it's a super small house, and the job doesn't make all that much, but I did it because I'm telling you, I just felt it. I felt it in my gut that God was telling me to go this way. He was telling me to go this way. And then person B says, God, He might be real, might not. I don't know. All I know is that, hey, you know what? I'm chasing after the money, bro. I'm going after the money. I'm going after the money, and you know what? It worked out. Look at this awesome house I got, man. 6 bedroom, 5 bath. You know, look at this beautiful, beautiful, sexy car I got. Turns every head going down the street. Man, I have a lot more respect for person A. Now, if person B was like, hey, you know, I just followed the path that I believe God put in front of me, and I was just doing my best to you know, do the right thing and do where I believed I went to, and hey, sure enough, I ended up with this super nice house and super nice car. Like, I would have respect for them, you know, because at the end of the day, man, I don't care if you got a small house or a big house. I don't care if you got you know, a kind of a crappy car or a super luxurious car. I don't care if you got $100 in the bank or 100,000 in the bank or $1 million in the bank. I don't care about any of that. You know? And it's not about me. It's like, look, even though I don't care about any of that, at the end of the day, whether I care or not, like, it's about what matters. Because none of this stuff matters if you ain't following the path that God has for you, right? If you're following the path God has for you, and you know, by all means, you end up with this super nice house, super nice car, a bunch of money in the bank, then by all means, hey, that's great, man. You know, that's great. But if you don't, but you're still following the path God has for you, that's what matters, man. You know? And kind of going back to being grateful for what we got, because I used to live that way of life where I never had enough. Nothing was ever enough. I was never grateful for what I had, always complaining about what I didn't have, and I was never grateful for what I did have. And you know what's funny about that is that I have about the same amount now as I did back then, because, you know, again, I'm still trying to build up my future here and do what I feel God's telling me to do. So I haven't gained that much over the years, but what I have gained is a better attitude. You know, what I have gained is a better attitude. And you know what that attitude is? It's that, yeah, sure, I don't have the most luxurious car in the world. Sure, I don't have a whole bunch of money. In fact, I got quite a few student loan debts. But you know what, man? Like, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunities God has given me. I'm grateful for what God has given me. I'm grateful that I even have a place to sleep at night. I'm grateful that I got food to put in my stomach, man. I'm grateful I'm able to work. Like, it's the simple stuff in life, man. It's the simple stuff in life. And you know what's funny is that my family and I just took a little weekend trip, which you'll see a bunch of clips of after this. And you know what? I slept on the couch, bro. And most people, they'd be like, oh, no way I'm sleeping on the couch, bro. No way I'm sleeping on the couch. Like, ew. Dude, I slept on the couch, and yeah, it wasn't the best sleep in my life. Yeah, it wasn't the comfiest sleep in my life, but you know what? I still just did my best to enjoy it, and I was still grateful that I had something to sleep on. And my family offered me, oh, you want the bed? No, you guys have it, bro. That's what a man's about. A man's about, sacrifice. Doesn't mean you have to like sacrifice every single thing in your entire existence, you obviously got to be smart with life too, because but that's a whole nother talk for another time. But hey, us men, we're gonna sacrifice stuff so the people around us can have better, if we're able to, of course, so yeah, you guys take the bedroom, I'll take the couch. And again, not the greatest, comfiest sleep in my life, but you know what? It was enough. It was good. It was good enough. But that's the bottom line, bro. Is that, like, I can sit here and live my life. We can sit here and live our lives complaining about everything we don't have, whining about all the stuff that we wish we had. This and this and this. This person has this, but look at me, I don't have this. Or we can sit here and say, you know what? Yeah, I don't got that much. I'm not telling you to lie to yourself and say, like, oh, life is just perfect and rosy and everything is perfect and I have everything. And it's like, no, dude, I'm telling you to be real. And the reality is, no, I don't have all that much. I don't have as much as, Mr. Luxury next door. I don't have as much as that Instagram influencer you see online holding wads of cash in their hand. But you know what I do have? Is I got God, I got gratitude, and I got a good attitude. A good attitude that's saying, hey, you know what? Even if I don't have that much, I'm going to make the most of what I do have. Even if I have nothing, I'm going to make it into everything. Because in reality, God's all I need, right? And Look, it doesn't mean that you can never go after more in life. Of course we should go after more. Of course, if we see a better opportunity, like a better job that pays more and is better for us, yeah, let's go after that, man. If we see a nicer car that we're able to afford, and of course be smart with, yeah, let's go after that, man. If we see an opportunity to make some more cash, and of course, doing it the right way, right? It's not about some online scam or going away from God, right? Doing things the right way. Hey, and we feel a gut telling us to go that way. We feel God like saying, hey, take on this opportunity. By all means, go after it. Go after more in life. Build some more muscle and build up your future and go after more, man. Go after it. Absolutely. As long as you continue to stay grateful for what you have now, even if it's very little, and you continue to stay grateful throughout your life, no matter how little or how much you have, number one. And number two, that even if you don't end up getting that more that you're going after, you're not going to let it bring you down and ruin your life. Because at the end of the day, that, hey, I went after it, I gave it my all, and sure, I didn't end up getting it, but you know what? I still got God, and I still got the blessings that He's gave me. Because I truly believe, man, that a man who is grateful for a little is someone that God is willing to bless a lot. Whereas a man who isn't grateful for what God's given them, why would God bless you with more, I guess, if you're not even grateful for what He's given you now? And the thing about not being grateful for what you have now is that you can sit here and say, yeah, I'll be grateful and I'll be happy once I have this and this and this. Truth is, no, you won't. Because if you can't even be grateful for what you have now, you're never going to be grateful, bro. You're never going to be grateful. You're living the life that, someone else wishes they had. You have the things that someone else is praying to God that they can just get. And this is me speaking to my younger self right here. Because my younger self, like I said, complain about everything, whine about what he didn't have, never actually thank God for what he did have. And sure as heck, I was miserable. And to this day, I don't have all that much more than I used to. In fact, I have more debt, But it's for a good purpose. It's not like I'm just getting myself into debt just to be stupid. It's for a good purpose, for a good cause. But like, I don't have all that much more than I used to. All I simply did was just change my attitude on life. You know what? Hey, if I'm going to be miserable now, I'm never going to be happy. So you know what? Hey, I may not have that much, but I got more than I need, and I definitely have more than I deserve. I can tell you that much. And once I started just using this attitude every single day and showing more gratitude by thanking God for what I do have, even something as small as like the conversation I had with my family, or something as small as like a bottle of water. I'm not saying just, you got to go around 24/7. Thank you, God, for, this bottle of water, and thank you, God, for these light posts that are allowing me to see. I'm not saying you got to be like overly ridiculous, but what I am saying, man, is just have a good attitude. It doesn't mean you have to, like, life is all peachy and rosy and perfect. No, man, you can be real about life. Yeah, today was hard. Yeah, I don't have that much. Yeah, I wasn't my happiest today. Yeah, I'm not feeling the greatest today, but what I am saying is to make the most of what you do have. That's exactly what I'm saying. You can be real about life. In fact, we should. Being real is much better than being fake. Be real, man. Be real. Yeah, I don't have a lot. Yeah, I don't feel the greatest today. Yeah, today might just be a hard day. But here's where the but comes in. But I'm going to make the most of it. I may not have a lot, but I'm going to make the most of what I do have and thank God for what I do have. I may feel like garbage today, but you know what? I'm going to make the most that I can of today, even if it's not the greatest day of my life. Today's probably going to be a hard day. Look at today. I got a lot going on. It's going to be a hard day, but you know what? I'm going to endure these battles. I'm going to endure the toughness and allow these hard times to make me a stronger man. And I'm just going to make the most of what I got. So thank you, God, for today. Thank you for what you've given me. Thank you even for these hard times. And one of the craziest things I've ever done, man, was thank God for all the hard times I've gone through in the past. All the hard times, all the anxiety, all the stress, all the sleepless nights. I thank God for that. Because even those times I'm grateful for, because I realize that if you make the most of them, you'll allow it to make you into a better man. So even the bad stuff in your life, you can use to make you into a better man. Look, the bottom line, man, is that we can sit here and just complain about everything we don't have. but then we're never going to be happy. We're just always going to be miserable no matter how much we end up getting. Or we can sit here and be grateful for what we do have and simply make the most of what we do have, even if it's not that much, even if it's nothing, even if we're not the happiest. We can make the most of the life that we do have right now and everything that we do have. Doesn't mean life's going to be perfect ever. It doesn't mean you're always going to be super happy and life is going to be sunshine and rainbows, because it's not. But what it does mean is whether life is light or dark, whether times are good or bad, or hard or easy, whether you have a little or a lot, it comes down to just making the most of what you do have, making the most of this life that you are living, and simply thanking God for what is in front of you, even if there is darkness or hard times or difficulties. Thank God for those, because he's just using it to make you into a better man, into a stronger man. So even thank God for those, man, and just make the darn most of it. That's how us men ought to live this life, and that's how us men are going to live this best life, as long as we choose to simply change our attitudes about life and be more grateful for what we do have. Because if we don't, life's never going to be good, and we're never going to be happy, and we're just going to go down a bad road. But if we can just be grateful for what we do have and make the most of what we do got, even if life is hard and times are dark and you don't have that much, you just make the most of it, man. You make the darn most of it. And you'll come to realize that you never needed all that stuff that you wish you had. Even if you end up getting it, that's fine. Hey, like, go after more in life. Of course, continue to go after more and build more. But even if you don't get it, it's like, you can still live a great, happy life. I've seen poor people that live happy lives and rich people that live miserable lives. I've also seen vice versa too, but it just goes to show that it's not about rich or poor. It's not about having everything or having nothing. It's about your attitude, bro. It's about your attitude, your gratitude, and your decision to make the most of your life, regardless of what's going on or how much you have or etc. And just thank God and follow him and do the right thing and be a good person and be the best man that you can be, no matter what. That's what it comes down to. So let's go forth making this day as best as we can, even if it ends up being not a great day. We just got to make the most of it. And let's do that for every day for the rest of our lives, the best we can. And just practice the gratitude attitude and the good attitude and the I'm going to make the most of my situation attitude, no matter what. That's how we're going to live the best lives possible. That's how we're going to become the best men we can be. Not by having everything, but by making the most of what we do have, even if it's very little to nothing. That being said, let me show you some clips from this weekend. Really cool. You can see some fireworks, see some clips of like a carnival we went to, a cool like little jog that I went on, like a run that I went on, did some push-ups too. So I mean, yeah, these are clips from between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because we got there like, I don't know what time, but we got there in the evening time Friday, and then we stayed all day Saturday, and then Sunday we were there like a good like half the day. So there's clips from all then too. So anyway, yeah, check it out.
Just like this.
This is literally like as summer as it gets, bro. This is I gotta get some shots, bro. Nice. Got the fireworks on one side, lightning on the other. You're like the main show. That lightning, it makes it so much cooler. I like how they got that little mini fireworks show, like, wait, well, not mini, but it's just so far off in the distance. And of course the main one.
Dude, lightning is so cool.
It is so cool. And then did you see like the fireworks off in the distance over there? It looked like a little mini fireworks show.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, nice. Way to end it. That's nice. That's a nice like view. Oh, I saw a firework go off back over there. Yeah.
Justin should have got that little paddle.
I like how it's like oh, is that fireworks? Yeah. Looks like lightning, but I'm thinking it's fireworks.
Like it's the upside down.
That's awesome. I like how it's kind of like clear and sunset. That's a cool. I like that bar, like bar and grill over there, the one that's lit up. Yeah.
Oh, down there?
The one that's lit up, like down over there.
Where? That's Bugaboo.
Yeah, it's Bugaboo.
I was like,
It's the greatest name for a bar ever. Bar and grill, restaurant, whatever.
Over there's Bugaboo.
Yeah.
Right over there's Bugaboo.
Okay, is that lightning or fireworks? No, it's got to be fireworks. Dang, right by us too. That's awesome. It's definitely like a creepy site. Kind of like the little place we're staying at. It's a really cute area, and I'm telling you right now that if I were to get a house one day, I would want kind of like a smaller, you know, I guess if you want to say, quote unquote, cute property. I'm not necessarily a big term of that fan, but like a cozy kind of property. I mean, in just like a nice little neighborhood like this, even if it were, you know, not surrounded by trees, if it were in the West or something like that, you know, where it's like not really that many trees, but I think this is cool. It's like it's just a nice little simple property, man. It's nothing crazy special, nothing super luxurious or anything. I mean, it's just enough, and I love that, you know? I love that. It's cozy, it's homey, it's not a whole, you know, crazy ton to take care of to where you're spending your entire life taking care of it, but it's enough, and I really like it. I really like it. So this is kind of where we're staying, in case you were curious. But even if you're not, you know, I'm recording this, you know, at least I'll be able to look back on it one day and be like, hey, I remember that. This is really stinking cool, man. That's such a nice, like, morning lake view. I love that, man. And you know what I might do? What I might do. All right, so far, I've ran about 2 miles away from where I'm at. I've decided that this run is gonna be my workout. My family and I are up at this really cool lake for the day. But Still got to get in a workout. So a nice morning run, you can't go wrong with it. But hey, you know, I will tell you that it's definitely very tiring. But you got to keep pushing, you know. You got to keep moving. And I've made it my destination to stop at this one, like, place where I can get a couple snacks. So I made that my destination. So that will be my reward for making it there. I've gotten about 2 miles. I'm about a quarter mile away. So, hey, remember, when you're feeling tired, when you're feeling sweaty or hot or whatever it may be, keep pushing, man. Don't overdo it, because I've also walked when I needed to. Take a little rest break. Don't hurt yourself, you know, but push as hard as you can. And go as far as you can. Keep pushing your limits. Keep testing your limits. Because if you don't, you'll never know how far you could actually truly get. Don't forget that. It's really weird. Like, there's like these certain parts of town around here that look like really, you know, nice, and there's people all around, and then there's some of these kind of really emptier places that almost look abandoned, but obviously not. They're not, obviously. But I mean, from the look of it, it looks like it could be. It's so interesting down here. It's I mean, the lake is obviously the nicest part. It's like the whole point of it, but I'm talking about just certain little stuff like this. Again, parts of town that look abandoned and parts of town that look brand new. So it's actually kind of cool, but really interesting. It's been a really interesting, like, 2 mile run. I feel like I've gone through different towns, even though I'm in the same area, you know? I mean, I ran just 2 miles. A nice run, but nothing like crazy, like 15 or something like that. Still in the same town, same area. But I mean, nonetheless, it's still really cool. And even just exploring all around here in the clips from the festival that you will either also have seen already or will see, depending on how I put this, depending on how I add these clips together. But yeah, really, really cool, man. Really interesting, and like a kind of cool little adventure, if you will. I'm able to get an adventure and a workout in at the same time. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. You can't go wrong with that. Like, the homes around here too have some of the neatest architecture. You know, I always find it really interesting, like, exploring different towns and places, even if it's not necessarily a well-known vacation spot, if you will. Man, you can make anything a vacation. You can make anything an adventure. Even something as simple as just a small little town. Because it's really not about, oh, you know, how many exciting activities are there to do. It's about what you make of it, you know? It's about, if you ever just explore around a town and just look at the architecture of the homes, the different kinds of plants that there are, the different kinds of trees, like, look at the different kind of environment from your hometown, and just kind of notice everything that's different and kind of appreciate how different things really are. You'll, it's just a really cool, like, you understand how interesting the world is, because it's like, you know, you're in your one hometown, and then just a few towns over, or maybe even 30 minutes away from where you are, or even 8 hours away from where you are, whatever it may be, everything is just completely different. But if you kind of just actually stop and look around for once in a while, instead of focusing on, oh, what's the next super crazy fun activity that we're gonna do, then you start to appreciate what there really is, and you start to find things as simple as the architecture of homes or the different kinds of plants around. You start to find those things kind of interesting, you know? Nonetheless, we're still going to do some fun activities, have a bunch of fun up here, absolutely. But even in the calm moments, I'm saying, you know, appreciate even the calm, simple, peaceful moments that most people might say are boring. Yet in reality, if you take away that mindset and you actually stop and look around, you'll realize that it's not boring. It's actually really interesting. So I thought I should throw that little kind of life lesson out there, if you will. I think that looks really cool, like the farmland out there. And you just have some lonely trees, but you got like a big old looking farmland out there. I think that looks really cool. I mean, that's why, and I know it's kind of really random, but I wanted to throw this in here, is that one of my favorite things to do on road trips or longer drives is simply just look out the window and look at the world around us that's passing by. Because so many people, you know, like to just sit on their phones or play games and stuff. And hey, you know what? If that's you, you know what? Hey, no judgment. Ain't here to judge. What I am here to do is give you a different suggestion of why not try this. Because I used to love just sitting on my phone, not talking to anyone, my family's driving or my friends and I are driving. Don't want to talk to anyone. I don't know why. I'm hanging out with them and I don't want to talk. I just want to be on my phone because I had a phone addiction. But anyway, once I kind of overlooked that and I'm like, you know what? I'm with great people. There's a great world around me. Let me just try to embrace it and enjoy it. And the more and more I do it over time, the more I enjoy the most simple things of talking with my family or friends in the car and looking out the window at the environment around. And then time goes by so fast that I almost forget I have a phone sometimes, So, hey, if you're someone that likes to just sit on, if you're someone that likes to just sit on your phone or video games in the car, hey, you know what? No judgment. Been there, done that. But an alternative suggestion to try will be just to try talking with the people that are in the car with you or in the vehicle with you and just simply looking out the window and enjoying the world around you and kind of, just looking at the world around you as it passes by, because it's really stinking cool. It's really neat. And, I think at least in today's world especially, we kind of forget to appreciate the simple, small things such as that. But anyway, on to the next thing. And you might hear me say on to the next thing a lot more, rather than just onto the workout or onto the activity or adventure or onto the Bible reading, because I'm getting a lot of clips from these past, my family and I got here last night, but we're spending the whole day up here today and then leaving tomorrow morning. So I've been getting a lot of clips. Still wanted to get in at least a good workout. So I did want to do that, but also getting some clips too of what's going on around here. So I'm just gonna have a lot of clips and stuff that I'll throw in the video, but as to what order, I'll just have to see when I go to put them all together. But of course, most of my time is gonna be spent simply enjoying the moments, but I also want to get some clips in too. I also want to get some footage, not just for the video, but just for memories. And that's one of the things that, because when I first started uploading here, I kind of made it all about like get it for the video, right? Get it for the video. But yeah, of course I'm still getting it for the video, but instead of looking at it as just record a video and upload, I'm looking at it as things I can look back on. So a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, when I go to look back at my old videos, I'll have these little kind of moments I'll remember. Instead of having like a million clips in my camera roll in which I'll have to delete some as time goes on because I run out of flipping storage, I could just throw them in the video, upload them, boom, have unlimited clips of memories. And so yes, while most of my time is going to be spent simply enjoying the moment and everything, I'm still going to get some clips and some footage just for the sake of looking back, in the future, looking back on the great memories. Now, a lot of it will be looked back on in my mind, but it's also cool to look at the footage or you actually kind of see the in the moment experiences that you've created. So you know what? Honestly, I suggest, what the heck? If you got some good footage of like memories that you've had and stuff like that, hey, why not just give it an upload? Even if you want to make it private, and at least you'll never have to worry about running out of camera roll storage because, you can just keep uploading stuff. So anyway, enough with that ramble. Just wanted to kind of throw that out there, that there's going to be, basically, I'm going to keep saying on to the next thing because there's going to be a lot of mini clips. So stay prepared and check this out too. Back from my run. Well, I ran there and then I walked most of the way back. I did a little bit of running, but by then I was like, I was dead and sweating, man. But look how mini this beach is. This has got to be the smallest little beach I've ever seen. Do we consider this a beach? I don't know, because in our description, it said like mini beach near the lake. And I kind of thought to myself, I'm like, what is that even possible, like a beach near a lake or whatever. Well, I guess so. I mean, Lake Michigan got like the Indiana beach. But anyway, but I was thinking with this lake, I'm like, is it even possible to have a beach? I suppose so, man. The world's smallest beach, and I absolutely love it. Not that I'm gonna be like playing in the sand or anything, but if I was a little kid, man, I'd be in here all day. This would probably be like the biggest beach to me as a kid, but looking from a 23-year-old man perspective, I mean, this has got to be the smallest beach ever, and it's hilarious, and I love it, and I'm here for it. And then, of course, you got the pier out there, which I might go do some push-ups on because I still got some extra time before my fam and I head out for the day. So, yeah, what the heck, man? Let's go. Yeah, man. If this isn't the summer life, I don't know what is. Oh, absolutely just amazing. Look at that stinking view, too. Oh, of course, you got the good view of the pier. Oh, that's so nice, man. Gosh, I'm gonna miss summer when it's gone. Oh, let's do this. Yeah. 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 Do I want to? Yeah. Whew. Okay, I just wanted to get a good set in. That's all I wanted to really do for now. Especially since I just did that pretty hardcore run. Plus kind of like a little vacation weekend getaway, so I'm not necessarily super focused for the next couple days on, oh, did I hit everything perfectly? It's like, yeah, you know, a little vacation here and there never hurts. Nonetheless, I still did want to get at least a workout in. And I may end up doing some more push-ups back at the old cottage. But whether I film them, still undecisive or not. Still undecisive. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Either way, getting a run, a good like push-ups workout, And I think that's pretty darn good for just a couple days. So, and plus we're on a weekend, so I mean, you got a rest day anyway. Anyway, yeah, check out the lake again. It's cool. It goes out really far out there. And I think that's awesome. I think it's awesome. Yeah, look at that, man. Absolutely beautiful. My family and I ate there last night. Really stinking good. Really cool. Way too long to eat a protein bar if you're out in the sun or in the heat. Learn from my mistakes that this is what happens. I mean, nonetheless, still tasty, but I mean, you know, just learn from my mistakes. All right, and here we are leaving off last time where we left off at Luke 1:23. When his time of service was completed, he returned home. After this, his wife Elizabeth became pregnant and for 5 months remained in seclusion. The Lord had done this for me, she said. In these days he has shown his favor and taken away my disgrace among the people. In the 6 months of Elizabeth's pregnancy, God sent the angel Gabriel to Nazareth, a town in Galilee, to a virgin pledged to be married to a man named Joseph, a descendant of David. The virgin's name was Mary. The angel went to her and said, "Greetings, you who are highly favored. The Lord is with you." Mary was greatly troubled at his words and wondered what kind of greeting this might be. But the angel said to her, "Do not be afraid, Mary. You have found favor with God. You will conceive and give birth to a son, and you are to call him Jesus. He will be great and will be called the Son of the Most High. The Lord God will give him the throne of his father David, and he will reign over Jacob's descendants forever. His kingdom will never end." "How will this be?" Mary asked the angel, "since I am a virgin?" The angel answered, "The Holy Spirit will come on you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you. So the Holy One to be born will be called the Son of God. Even Elizabeth, your relative, is going to have a child in her old age, and she who is said to be unable to conceive is in her 6th month. For no word from God will ever fail." Amen to that. "I am the Lord's servant," Mary answered. "May your word to me be fulfilled." Then the angel left her. At that time, Mary got ready and hurried to a town in the hill country of Judah, where she entered Zechariah's home and greeted Elizabeth. When Elizabeth heard Mary's greeting, the baby leaped in her womb, and Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit. In a loud voice she exclaimed, "Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the child you will bear. But why am I so favored that the mother of my Lord shall come to me? As soon as the sound of your greeting reached my ears, the baby in my womb leaped for joy. Blessed is she who has believed that the Lord would fulfill his promises to her." And we will leave off at Luke 1:46 next time. So, that being said, this has been the mission for today. Well, actually, kind of this whole weekend. You know, I just wanted to do one, like kind of add together all the clips from the good weekend into one video. So that's what I've decided to do for this time. It doesn't usually go like that, but like here and there, especially if I have a little family trip or something, that's just something that I prefer to do. But anyway, this has been the mission. So that being said, let's go become the great men that God made us to be. And I will see you tomorrow to continue the mission. Peace.